Greetings my fellow geeks and nerds, and welcome to Monster Gab, where we normally talk about classic and vintage horror, but today we're going to talk about my little Star Wars VHS collection. Now I'm sure some of you will be thinking, oh come on Tom, Star Wars, really? This is meant to be a horror channel, and I know that Star Wars is more sci-fi, fantasy, space, action, adventure, everything but horror, but my love for Star Wars is just as big as my love for any horror film that's out there, and you know what, it's my channel, I'll do what I want anyway. Besides, now and then I will do a video that is off topic, and today we are not so much talking about the movies itself, but this little VHS collection that I've just dug out of the attic. I don't feel like I need to talk about the films per se. I mean, I'm pretty sure that most of you who are watching this have seen Star Wars, and if you haven't, stop watching this right now and go and watch Star Wars. My God, you are missing out! But no, let's talk about this little box set that I've got here. Ah, the Star Wars trilogy. Let me take you back to a time where there was only one trilogy. There was no prequel trilogy, there was no sequel trilogy, there was no Mandalorian, and there was certainly no spin-offs, not unless you include those Ewok movies. But the Star Wars trilogy was just so groundbreaking and made many, many fans, me being one of them, of course. Now this box set here is of course the special edition trilogy. There was the original trilogy of course, and then they re-released these movies in 1997 and added more special effects, more CGI. There were some deleted scenes that got re-added into the movies. Some people like the films in their original state and some people like them as the special edition. I don't really want to get into that debate. I'm just going to show you my collection here because this is what I've just dug out of the attic. What I will say though is when these films got the special edition re-release in 1997, I was only 14 years of age. Being the Star Wars fan I was, I never got to see the films when they originally got released because I wasn't even born. Return of the Jedi came out in 1983 and I was born just after. So when these got re-released in 1997, it was an immense experience just to see them on the big screen. So it wasn't about the fact that they'd put special effects in the film or added scenes, it was just the fact that I got to see them in the cinema. And there were huge crowds too. It was almost like these films had been released for the first time. It just got a massive kind of following and everyone wanted to see them again. I never originally owned these movies on VHS. Maybe I couldn't afford them, I was too young, I don't know what the reason was, but I had to either borrow them from a friend or watch them when they were on TV. So, you know, the fact that I didn't even own them in the first place, it made it a bigger deal when these films got re-released in the cinema. And they got kind of released in very kind of close proximity as well. I think they released, you know, the three films within like January, February and March. And I went to see all three of them and I absolutely love seeing them on the big screen. And if you want my opinion on whether I prefer the special editions to the originals, I will say I don't like all of the changes, but I do kind of steer towards the special editions, I'm afraid. I'm sorry if I upset any of you if you've got a different opinion. And to be honest with you, since this release, they've changed them again anyway. They've enhanced some of the CGI or made more changes yet again. And I don't know, they just keep messing about with it. And I do wish that they would stop. But personally, I didn't have a problem with it. Maybe I'm a little bit biased because I did, you know, get to see these at the cinema. And so I've got kind of a close attachment to these. Let's just have a look at this in general then. So like I said, this is a VHS release. I think I asked for this at Christmas when it got released, so it was probably around 1997, 1998, I can't remember. And yeah, I was so excited when I got this. It even makes a bit of a fart sound when you close it, listen. I'll never forget that. So yeah, I kind of dug this out of the attic and I thought I'd just show it with you. I don't have a VHS player anymore, but I just can't part with this just because of the sheer memory that it gives me. So there is the trilogy there, and you can see it doesn't say A New Hope on the first one. It's got its original title, just Star Wars. Then of course The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Card sleeves, but I do appreciate the artwork on these, I really do. That's the back there of A New Hope, or Star Wars, with the first kind of CGI print of Jabba the Hutt there. It caused a lot of controversy, didn't it? But yeah, I don't know, I even love the artwork on the covers on these, I really do. I prefer them to the DVD releases, which I also have, of course. Oh my God, what's that on there? Bit of a rip. Ooh. never mind. They are old. But yeah, I really do appreciate the artwork on these. And even with the prequel trilogies, when they got released on VHS, I quite like the artwork on those too. So yeah, of course, there's Empire Strikes Back. And well, that's just a classic movie poster right there, isn't it? I'll try and get some focus on the camera. I'm really sorry. I'm not really professional, I'm afraid. I try my best. But yeah, although Empire Strikes Back is a favourite amongst many, I'm afraid to say that Return of the Jedi is my favourite. I don't know what it is, but I absolutely love Return of the Jedi. I love them all. Of course I do. I'm talking about the trilogy now. We're not going into the expanded universe. But yeah, that's my kind of Star Wars trilogy VHS collection. Not a lot to say about it really, just the fact that I really, really love them and I can't part with them, despite the fact that I can't watch them anymore. Well, not the VHS tapes anyway. And while I'm here, I thought I'd show you my Tazo collection, if anyone remembers these. So back in 1997, obviously there was a huge craze for Star Wars because it was being re-released as a special edition. And Walker's Crisps gave away these kind of Tazos. They're kind of like these little discs, and they've got these little slots in them, and you could kind of stitch them together. I don't know why, because you couldn't build anything with them, or at least I couldn't. Maybe other people could, I don't know. And oh, it says 1996 there. Maybe I'm wrong. Did they come out in 96, not 97? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, they gave away these little discs, and then eventually they came out with this collector's force pack where you could put them in a book, really. And believe it or not, I completed this. I collected all the discs, as you can see there. So I'll just bring it a bit closer. You see all these little discs or whatever. I bought packs and packs of crisps to complete this, apart from one. And a couple of years ago, I dug this out and decided, you know what, I'm going to go on eBay and see if I can find it, and I did. So I eventually, only a couple of years ago, completed this Tazo collection. Sorry, my filming's not very good, I'm afraid. Again, my lack of professionalism. I promise to get better. I'll try at least. So yeah, like I said, this was a big deal at the time. I also have some Star Wars toys that got released at the time as well. You know, figures, the Millennium Falcon, X-Wing, A-Wing, that kind of stuff. I'll have to dig them out. They're in the attic too, but they're a little bit deeper in the attic and I can't get to them as easily as I got to these. But anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd share this with you. It's like a little bonus video, if you like. And I promise you folks, I will get back to the horror reviews very, very soon. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for you now. Thank you very much, folks, for watching. And I don't know who they are, but if you don't subscribe, they will get you. Thanks, guys. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.